But our visit to the United States did not focus on issues of black economic empowerment. It focused on our resetting the relationship with the United States and of ensuring that we continue open conversations with our major trading partners, and our commitment to black economic empowerment, as expressed through various policy documents and statements, remains steadfast. At a broader level, through the statement of intent, which was signed to by various parties as part of the Government of National Unity, we are committed to translate the values of our Constitution into focus, particularly with regard to the achievement of social justice, of redress and equity. That is what we all signed up for when we entered into the Government of National Unity. The Bill of Rights of our Constitution, under the Equality Clause, states very clearly that equality, which is about ensuring that we redress the past, the misdeeds of the past, includes the full and equal enjoyment of all rights and freedoms. To promote the achievement of equality, there are a number of measures that the Equality Clause calls on us to embark on. Some of those are legislative measures, which should be designed to protect or advance persons or categories of persons that were disadvantaged by unfair discrimination, and that these are measures that may be taken. Now, this anchors our commitment to legislation and policies that advance the economic transformation of our country and increase the participation of those who were previously disadvantaged from the mainstream of the economy. I can think of no other way in which all that can be done effectively and properly. So therefore, measures such as the broad-based Black Economic Empowerment Act remain a fundamental lever for transformation as part of our broader strategy to achieve more rapid as well as inclusive and sustainable economic growth in our country. As I've said before, we must dispense with the false notion that we must make a choice between transformation and growth. Black economic empowerment is not only compatible with investment and growth, but is essential to the achievement of broad-based growth as well as prosperity. It must be seen as a process through which we take measures, direct measures to bring those who were excluded from economic activity into the economic mainstream. And to think that it will happen on its own when in the past measures were taken, including laws were passed to ensure that only a minority benefits, we would be deceiving ourselves. We must therefore be very clear and direct and make sure that this objective of achieving equality does happen. Because if we don't do so, it will not happen. So therefore, we need to take demonstrable steps to make sure that there is clear movement. And clear movement that will be seen and appreciated and owned by our people. However, despite the progress that has been made across a range of measures, we can do better. As with any other policy, we must constantly assess whether we are achieving our goals and whether we are making the improvements that we wanted. And various departments in our government, including the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition, are continuing to review the various measures that are in place to align these with priorities of our government and ensuring that we have industrialization, inclusive growth, and also ensuring that we facilitate access to finance for emerging Black-owned and managed enterprises. This should be seen as a national project. It should never be seen as a project that belongs to just a few amongst us. All of us must be involved in this, including those who benefited under the previous system. They must be seen to be actively involved in advancing the interests of all, because failing to do so could lead to lack of growth in our economy. It could lead to reversals. So all hands, black and white, must be on deck to promote transformation in our country, to enable all South Africans to play a role in the economy of their country. Thank you, Honorable Deputy Chief.